Ebusia for Rebecca jubilation I just say I hate a NDC grounds I just say enya sinketwa Sabri a lot of people and I just more company a NDC lawyer a edoji tamaklo especially a young crofwa omoho ewo insemu imu all the contestants Rebecca NDC pieces such as omoho ewo all the 9 undeclared constituencies ni nyine mu no ombo twi ekota eye edogita makulu echi ache se enya asenketo na se de declare eye ye site ne so ache anasa betodwa no che se eye Supreme Court akase eye 4 seats, yes 4 seats and ache se ebe ya EC sa ne result no de buy no ebe ensanko yenko echibi na high court entnase enti at least NDC for insem na kompese komokana wenti o masem ache se okoso e di ruling by no enne de ngwase abre sa judge no nya se ono kutwa beda no kakra ache se enya asenketo nene as we speak no say the ruling ni be na echi no way behind the scenes I just any me course no a year 4 seat na a Supreme Court I can say a be a Re-collation beam no NDC pieces are more no say they are still NP elect. They are still MPs elect. The constituencies and come command to me. I just a energy sempa just about any single. Yes, I did. And no conning any NPP for some of them on reactions after a Supreme Court.
And how did it go for you today in court?
We are grateful to the courts. We are grateful to the courts. That's all that I can say. The courts.
So we see a number of other party reps trying to address the press at this moment. We want to get what to all this.
The only thing I want to say is that we are grateful to the court and nothing else. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
So,
I mean, I think that the law has spoken. Earlier, I told you that we're optimistic and hopeful that it's going to, the true mandate of the people will still stand. We're grateful to the courts for heeding our request. The law has spoken. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And then to everybody in Okakwe Central, now you know, I'm still MP elect for Okakwe Central. Yes.
Well, yes, we're happy that our confidence in the law has, borne its fruits, and we're happy to go and continue. I think it's important that everybody understands that this is just the beginning of our work, and I think that this experience equips us to be able to represent all our people a lot better. So we're very grateful and for the opportunity. And also we want to say hello to Ghanaians and our constituents. Merry Christmas.
So that is Ebi Bright, the NDC's parliamentary candidate for the Tema. We have the General Secretary of the NDC here, Fifi. I mean, you were in court.
I have nothing to say. Talk to the legal people. They are in a better position.
We see the Venerable Marietta Brew present. What does all this decision that was given or the orders by the court really mean?
It simply means that by Monday, we have to file the affidavits in opposition to the application for mandamus in respect of 4 of the constituencies. The court has also directed that hearing should take place on Tuesday of the application for mandamus. So it's as simple as that.
So generally, were you satisfied?
Oh yes, generally we are satisfied.
Very much. And you just heard Marietta Brew, one of the legal brains for the National Democratic Congress. We are scouting around to see if we can find anyone from the side of the New Patriotic Party to share their fair comments or their comments on the basis of the decisions of the court. We see a number of legal brains from all sides, who were in court, and we see
The courts
I think the Supreme Court's decision is even hinged on the Alden Ultra Pattern rule that let the person be heard. So the mere fact that there was notice that they had an interest in it and they were not heard, the court says that it's been elevated to constitutional right. So even administrative bodies, when they are bound by that, how much more the court? So it is only on that decision, and they are saying that the ones that were not declared that there was collation that should stand, that is in Sawam and Ahafano. The ones that have been declared, they should be given the opportunity and be heard. That is the 4 that they mentioned. And if you look at it, the court process that were filed, it was on the 6th constituency. But whilst they were doing the Re-collation, they did 7. So I'm sure the legal team will sit down and look at the other. I haven't heard anything about Obuasi East. So I'm sure the party and the candidates will sit down and see how we'll go forward.
All right, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
You just heard Kojoga Adawudu, who just addressed the press briefly, giving some explanation as to what this whole orders by the court really mean for what potential ahead. Generally, let me run you through some of the critical decisions taken by the Supreme Court today. The Insawam Idrijiri constituency will stand as it stands now because their collation was just done once. We were at the Tesano Collation Center where some 2 constituencies did not go through the full length of the collation. The re-collation that was done, it only affected 4 constituencies in that regard. And to quickly run by you the constituencies that were affected, we have Okankwe Central, which is being contested by Patrick Boama of the NPP and Baba Sadiq of the NDC. We have Ablekman North, which has the NPP and NDC also fighting for. Tema Central, A.B. Bright was earlier declared, then subsequently the NPP's candidate was redeclared as the person elected. Then the Teshima South. So Okankwe Central, Ablekman North, Tema Central, Teshima South, those constituencies, the Supreme Court has directed today that they should go back to file their affidavit to be heard in the High Court, because the court ordinarily should have gone by the natural justice, which is to hear the other side. The Odi Oteram Partim rule should have applied in this case. So not hearing the side of the NDC and its representatives in court and proceeding to make a decision on that, the court quashed the High Court's decision on that. Then again, in Sawam Idrijiri and Ahafo South, the court held that those 2 constituencies should, the status quo should remain, i.e., the collated results and declared, the individuals declared for those 2 constituencies should be maintained, because there was no re-collation in that regard. So generally, this has been the situation in court. We see the NPP address the press ahead of us, and we want to quickly get a bit of soundbite from what Gary Nimako, who led the NPP, has to say regarding the court's directive and orders as far as the application by the NPP is concerned.
The calculation and declaration by the Electoral Commission. So Tuesday we'll go back to the court to go and have it dealt with.
Of course, of NPP supporters who are watching us now who are not necessarily pleased with the outcome today. What do you have to tell them?
Oh, they should not be worried. You see, nothing really has happened, which to me is bad today. All right? The EC did collation and declaration in the affected areas, and they just said they were not heard on the application. They came to court to say that they were not heard. The court said it's a fundamental rule to be heard. So go back to the court and have your matter heard. So it's simplicity. We are going back on Tuesday. They will file their response, okay, on why they think that there was collation or there was no collation. The court will hear the matter, make an order for EC to go and make collation and declaration. That is the point. So it's not about re-collation. So this is where re-collation, there is no collation at all.
Finally, in Sawam and the other one, I have one also.
Yes.
For
For none of.
If the NDC decides to contest that again on a separate platform, what will you do?
Well, that is up to them. The court has spoken already, so that ends the matter.
You face them?
Face who? We are not fighting.
That's okay.
They are brothers. We are not fighting. You saw me hugging them and talking to them. And this year they are not our enemies. We are not fighting. It's a question of the brains. We are not fighting.
The court is concerned about peace after today's ruling. What message do you have?
No, not after today's ruling per se. It's peace post-elections. You realize that after these elections, there have been a lot of post-election violence. We don't understand. There's peace in the country. If we won the elections, what about the destruction of state properties and all these things? It's not good. So let's all learn to abide by rule of law. That is the way I see it. That is all. So please, all parties, political parties, especially our brothers in the NDC, they should learn to respect the law. That is all.
We're grateful for it.
So that is Gary Nimako. You just heard there, the team lead legally for the NPP in court today, and he made his point that the court has only gone to redirect the parties to go ahead. Sandra, can you hear me? Sandra, can you hear me? Well, so we saw Gary and Evans present.
Heard you. So I've seen the summary you have done. Very interesting development. I just wanted you to help us quickly clarify something.
Democracy, constitutions. You can't conform share NDC for. Omunim de enimra. Ibi kromo share constitution krampo na jemensa ibi oya krakete. Ibi ana usa. Ibi krana unim se oba be ni petitiri se ewo Ghana ha. Nene Nyankopon adom wanyina bedru baabi. Na so ye ade bi. Na nkrofo mo tro constitution say ABCD enema wo ye no is illegal inti jai twon ho. Wose there bi menye da mintie. Asema man ye ya pa ni say CI akon wo jimensa wo de bon ho bra. A che say nipa bi ntimi attack wo. Ema wadwuma ni ko smooth no. Sa CI we enwa na 2020 odi ye adwuma. En enema rules no. Munya free constitution. Na wo jemensa sign new be CI ni 2020 and 2024 oba ababa be you are the same person at 2020 and the same person at 2024. Enema wo see mu kire say ye declaration we na say won tiasia so ye president and say presidential candidate na say we parliamentary candidate no we parliamentary candidate won tiasia for asem ko high court. We a presidential candidate na say declare result we pe na say won tiasia for asem ko Supreme Court. Why now can you and ye nyina gi to me atwase because the same incident see e watechiman south say yenye ABC we see they won tiasia the course on EC presiding officer na declare into won tiasia fa ko high court. Oh areho ni pankon e we e watechiman south EC entmenya abadaye jemensa ekeka ne boso asem kire NDC for some munisi nene niema hodo akoso am EC presiding officer and declare a NDC for being win. Who jemensa oti Accra enye wumpo tio enye wumpo and I would declare a parliamentary result. Would declare for presidential. Now a presiding officer any mandate so be declare for parliamentary result. Who EC jemensa and would declare for parliamentary result no. Moment officer can say near my course on illegal because more presiding officer can say a bill or a force no. Na illegal one abeche illegal. On kind the 2020 kind high court any bit man declare near my it is a different parliamentary one. So ukoi ye near be an ensem fata. Modi asem call Accra High Court. High Court judge or tena case in so no. Unti NDC for nsem krakeke or unti onje evidence bini osmintie monkoson koye mo Re-collation. So NDC for say nkrofo mu de agenda nenam bibi boni bia be show mu trim democracy na enjoy no nkrofo ba ko menu pesa omane e collapse eseno so omuta asem no ko high court supreme court in tempa e ko ho ko ka supreme court asem ni o so ye per stay of execution e ko serve IGP e ko serve EC and yes still these both parties IGP and as Ghana police and EC so kwaye Re-collation because almost a high court is Re-collation ninke ka high court and supreme court why nan ni power na yede esopa in supreme court still some bit high court no anu nti no NDC forecasting ya hwe omko ya ko hu say even though makwaji stay of execution e dey ma this police and EC ni nyina omanti die Kiembran fi ani mehede ekoso illegalities ni niema mu yini ibi musi makuki pin sheet na aba ibi mukrasa pin sheet ayira ibi musi egoma mo phone so illegalities na ekoso by force pesa mu declare emma NPP for because almost some seen now one say these people were there for an agenda to declare all the 9 seats for the NPP. So NDC for near the AP kwa wanting because illegalities and almost so ampa EC presiding officers in beat me twice who could declare sitting in 7 out of 7 in MPP for and this forecast monka makoma to me because as you speak on she say no crofo ye hu sa adwembone abomutrim ye be court high supreme court ya ko kan asema chiremo any say no mkopi ho a supreme court agye omunsam na tum a kire se de judge not na Accra high court no case no so de oye enye Re-collation near cause illegalities na ampa ti yensan kwa near foforo so tie ka good news can say na batches NDC for no jubility PC some woman so no baba sadeke be bright ni microphone be bri just say ka mo sit ni court me bi na no ka say nyeme bi wo sa sit no aye for no na jubility just enya sinkete omo no asem ni bi ene NPP for lawyers for ni bi nsema mo ka just enya sinketo comment section dia subscribe na share ma oni aso inye bi no nso hu die ko bia abusia